Good morning, Let Me Fish friends and family. You might be saying, well, what are you doing in the garage today? Because this is the first time I do a video from my parents' garage, because that's where I have my boat stored and that's where I'm sitting at this morning. But I have some special news today. Today I am going to be going over my arsenal for 2018. Back here I have all my rods that I've had since pretty much I started this channel, and some of those are still going to be used for this year's arsenal. But over here, look at this, new rods. We got some new rods here. We're going to unbox these new rods, and I'm going to tell you why I selected these rods to be my arsenal for 2018. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Not only do I got rods, but I got some new reels too. But I think first let's go with the rods. So we're gonna open up this one first, which I believe is one of my new spinning reels, or spinning rods, sorry. I just got these in on Saturday. Have not opened them. I will be opening them up for the first time here with you guys and girls, because I'm sure there's some girls who watch my channel too. At least I hope there are. So I don't want to say all the time there's just guys here watching my stuff. I hope we get a mixed crowd of people. Alright, let's get this opened. And the first one up here is a spinning reel. And this year I want to try something different. I pretty much always just use, I don't want to say random rods, but just different makes of rods. And this year I want to go with just one make. And I am using the KastKing Royal Legend. The Royal Legend rod. And this one is a 7.3 fast action, heavy power. Actually, no, this is my casting rod. I'm sorry. This is my casting rod. So 7.3 fast action, heavy power. I wanted something that I can start learning how to flip and do some more flipping and punching. This might be a little too light for punching, but I'm going to give it a shot. The reason I went with KastKing is because I've been watching other YouTubers use them, and they seem like really good rods. I like the aesthetics of the rods. I like the way it looks. I definitely like right now the way it feels, and I just feel like they're good rods to be used. And so this is what we're going to be using this year. KastKing Royal Legend 7.3 fast action heavy rod. Let's go to my next one. So I'm assuming this one probably too is another casting rod that I ordered, and I'm positive now then that the bigger boxes are the spinning rods. I definitely like the way they pack these. They definitely are packed very nicely. And I was wrong. This one now is a spinning rod. So another KastKing Royal Legend. That's the only setup I'm going to use this whole year, is the Royal Legend. And this one is a 7-foot fast action medium power rod. And yeah, I love the line, the lure stopper there. I like that, the lure holder. One-piece rods. I'm only using one-piece rods. I'm not using two-piece rods. Everything will be one-piece rods. So there is the Royal Legend 7-foot. And so this is a nice rod. I will be pairing this up with a Cast King reel. I'll show you those reels shortly here. And I'll be telling you which rod I'm gonna be pairing up with which reel. And yeah, and that's what we're gonna do. So now let's open up the boxes. Now I gotta buy me some rod socks for these, because as you see I got rod socks for pretty much all my other rods. I've learned valuable lessons in having rod socks, and that is that when you don't, things break. So this, I can already tell this is a rod that I'm really gonna like, because I like those fast tip rods that are pretty light on the end, give you a lot of action, and this rod gives you a lot of action. Look at that. Oh my God, I don't know if you can see that, but it is one of those rods that gives you a lot of action at the tip. This is a 7-foot fast action medium light rod. So again, this is going to be pretty much my wacky rig, kind of like shaky head, but yeah, light action reel. I can even take this trout fishing. I can take this to go get some bluegills. I mean, I can use this for all types of stuff. So this is another spinning rod setup that I have, and again, I'll show you what I'm going to pair up with these rods in a few minutes here when I open up this last one. This one here, last one. Oh, look at that. This one's even nicer wrapped up than the other ones. It comes kind of with its own rod sock, I guess you would say. I'm not gonna throw this rod sock away. This rod sock can stay. We'll just put that tube right there. So, definitely keeping this rod sock. And if I could buy more of these, I definitely would, because these look pretty cool. And last but not least is my 7.3 fast action medium heavy. Fast action medium heavy Royal Legend. Again, the rod feels great. I like the positioning of the finger guard here, is great. I love the anodizing on the parts, the red accents, and I think these rods are great. I can't wait to use them. Another thing that caught my attention were the Fuji guides, the eyelids, the guides here that are going to be used in this rod. I mean, I just think this rod is an all-around awesome rod. And so yeah, so these are the rods that I will be using for 2018. And now let me show you the reels that I will be using with these rods. So for my spinning reels, I got both of them the same. I think these things will do great work. And I ended up getting the Sharky 3s. The 2000 series Sharky 3s. I don't think I need anything more than a 2000. If I feel that I do, then I'll definitely go ahead and buy a 3000 series. But I think the 2000 is definitely a as much as I will need. And the reason I picked the Sharky is because the Sharky is saltwater and freshwater approved. It's smooth, and the one thing that really caught my attention is that it has the braid helper on the reel itself, so that way when you go to put on braid, it won't slip on you. You don't need to use a backing to add braid. So this is an awesome reel, all-around reel. I mean, panfish, bass, I don't think we'd have a problem with this at all. Let's go to my bait casters. I will be using a Spartacus Maximus right here and the all-new Speed Demon. This is what really caught my attention, but we'll talk about that last. Spartacus Maximus. If I'm not mistaken, this has a 25-pound drag. I mean, the reel is all metal. There's absolutely no flex from what I've read and what I've viewed in videos. There's no flex in the reel whatsoever. It has an aluminum body plate, basically. The whole body's made out of aluminum, and so it is a great reel. And with having 25 pounds of drag, I mean, I can use this not only for bass, but I could probably even use this for some big northerns and possibly some muskie. I'm not even sure yet. Might be too small for muskie, but maybe little baby muskies. Spartacus Maximus though is a big reel, and it's not super heavy. It's definitely heavier than my Shimano Sayus. It's definitely bigger than my Shimano Sayus too. So it's definitely a bigger reel, but is made to handle more power. So that's why I picked this reel, because I want to do also swim bait fishing, and that's what this is going to be good for, swim baits. And so that's why I picked the Spartacus Maximus. Now, the mother of all bait casters, the Speed Demon. This thing is ridiculous. Just looking at it, I mean, it looks incredibly fast. It looks like it can handle some big baits, and you're not going to be worried about if it's going to come in slow or it's going to come in fast. It has a 9:3 gear ratio, and it has 12+1 bearings. I mean, this is ridiculous. 12 pounds of line, you can get 160 yards on here. I mean, this reel seems unreal, basically. It has that dual braking system. There's just so many different good things that this rod carries. The drag system here looks pretty awesome. So I can't wait to try this out. And I'm also going to be using this for swim baits. So this is definitely going to be my new swim bait. And this is going to go more than likely on my 7.3 heavy rod. That's where this one's going to go. And then my other Spartacus Maximus will be going on the 7.3 medium heavy. And of course my Sharkies will be going on my spinning rod setups. So again, I picked KastKing because I wanted one supplier for my arsenal of 2018. I didn't want to go through different suppliers, different rods. So that's going to be my arsenal for this year. And if anything changes, I will definitely let you guys know. But I just want to say thank you very much for the opportunity to be able to bring you guys what I'm going to be using this year and show you guys what I'm going to be using. And I hope that I can share more with you guys about what I'm doing. So thank you very much for everything, and I'll talk to you next time. Have a great day and keep them lines tight.